I got passionate about entrepreneurship partly because I'm passionate about economic development in minority communities that are dealing with poverty. So I saw supply diversity as a way to empower communities through entrepreneurship. But again, my first option was, let me go start my own business to do that. And then as I was telling the story, my winding road led me back to ultimately to the SBDC, that the passion for entrepreneurs and minority communities and communities that deal with poverty has never left. God is now just using a different vehicle for me to be able to impact those communities. But now in this position, I can bring a lot more resources to those communities. Now again, that's not my primary job, right? However, I can still bring my passion to the job and still, provide equal service to everybody. But the passion is still there to impact minority communities, and particularly minority-owned business owners. Why? Because they can go back and hire other people, right, that impact. I mean, there's statistics that say when one person in the community gets a job, it actually impacts about 20 different people.
Wow. Is it because of their buying power, or is it buying power and employment? They can employ other people, or what is it?
So part of it is buying power, definitely. Part of it is being able to employ other people. Part of it is, again, in many communities that deal with a lot of poverty, you have sometimes one breadwinner that are impacting 1 or 2 or 3 generations, right?
Okay.
Because you got parents, and again, you know this too, right? So you have one person who's taking care of parents. I was taking care of children. Some people are also taking care of children and grandchildren.
Right.
So if that person has a job, that's how many potential other relationships are impacted by one person getting a job.
And on the other side of it, when you have a young professional who is now taking care of their baby boomer parent,
right,
and their children that they already have, then it also impacts. I could see how it just flows, the money flows throughout the communities.
So for me, this is a job for me, but it's part of my personal mission to do my part, right, of impacting communities, but in some very tangible ways where we're not just talking about, I'm a boss, right? Well, if you a boss, pay taxes, right? If you a boss, hire somebody, right? If you a boss, put systems and structure in your business so that a year from now you got 5 employees. It's not just you running around on Instagram saying how much of a boss you are, right? But you haven't hired anybody, right? So you're a boss of yourself. That's about it for a lot of them, unfortunately. But to your point earlier, building something legitimate, building something that has structure, building something that can span multiple generations, that can leave a legacy. Because yes, you started by yourself, but you didn't end up by yourself. Because you were able to build a legitimate business that's sustainable, that could hire many other people. So it's interesting how God had to allow me to fail as an entrepreneur, but to get a job helping other entrepreneurs not just achieve their dreams, but literally build something that could be multi-generational.
And that in itself is biblical, as being able to give